The Tale of the Man Who Died Alive from Words. In a small, close-knit village, there lived a man named Len. Len was kind, humble, and well-loved by his friends and neighbors. He was known for his gentle spirit and willingness to help anyone who needed a hand. But as much as Len gave to others, he also had a quiet vulnerability, for he cared deeply about what people thought of him. One year, a stranger named Ralph moved to the village. Ralph was a man who loved to gossip and cause trouble for his own entertainment. He took note of Len's popularity and decided, for no reason other than his own amusement, to spread a few rumors about him. "He may look kind and gentle," Ralph whispered to a group of villagers one evening, "but Len is hiding something dark. Have you ever noticed how he always keeps to himself? And how he's always so eager to help? It's as if he's trying to cover up some terrible secret." At first, no one paid any attention to Ralph's words, dismissing them as nonsense. But Ralph was persistent. Day after day, he would subtly plant seeds of doubt in people's minds. He would say things like, "I heard he's done something terrible in the past," or "He's only pretending to be kind." Bit by bit, these words spread through the village like smoke. As people began to whisper and cast suspicious glances in Len's direction, he started to notice the change. Villagers who once greeted him warmly now averted their eyes. Friends who had shared laughs and stories with him now kept their distance. Len could feel the weight of their judgment, though he didn't understand where it had come from or why. Soon the whispers became so overwhelming that even his closest friends began to question him. "Len," they asked him one day, "we've heard things, dark things about you. Tell us, is any of it true?" Len was heartbroken. He tried to assure them that he had done nothing wrong, but the seeds of doubt were too deeply planted. No matter what he said, the villagers no longer trusted him. He was judged not for his actions, but for the words others had spoken about him. The feeling of betrayal, loneliness, and isolation was unbearable, and though he was still alive, he felt as though a part of him had died. Ralph watched from a distance, satisfied with the chaos he had created. For him, it was just a game, a way to entertain himself. But for Len, it was a slow, painful unraveling of his spirit. He walked through the village every day, feeling the sting of their judgment, until he could hardly bring himself to leave his home. One evening, as Len sat alone, an old woman named Mara, who had known him since he was a child, came to visit him. She had heard all the rumors, but she had also watched the pain in Len's eyes grow each day. Mara spoke softly. "Len, sometimes words are like poison. Once they seep into people's hearts, they can kill trust and goodness. But only you can choose if they will kill your spirit, too." With those words, Len realized that while he couldn't control what others said or believed, he could choose to live his truth. He began to live quietly, away from the village's judgment, finding peace in small acts of kindness, even if no one noticed. Over time, the villagers saw the strength in Len's quiet resilience. They remembered his genuine kindness and began to question the lies they had so readily accepted. One by one, people came to realize that they had wronged him, believing words that had no truth behind them. Len forgave them, not out of obligation, but because he understood the power of words and had chosen to live beyond their reach. And so, while he may have died alive from the weight of others' judgments, he found a rebirth in his own strength, learning that no words could kill the truth of who he truly was.